Every game or sport has intense rivalries.
You're so bad, you don't even understand it.
I'm so happy to be so bad.
And poker is no exception.
You're the greatest, buddy. Hold on, let me get your signature.
It's when a conflict develops over time, when the competition becomes personal, and when adversaries become fierce foes.
Once he goes after me every time, I have no idea why.
Here are 5 of the most notorious rivalries.
Well, maybe we just get a little shippy right at the end.
Number 5 is less mano a mano and more man against machine. That man is an impatient Tony G.
I want to call the clock. I want to call the clock. Come on internet you play like in 1 second. Where do you come here now? You come to my game and you're wasting my time.
And the machine is the computer-like brain of internet pro Andrew Roble.
Action on Negreanu. That's 18-5.
3-10s is a tough bluff to pull off, so Daniel is most likely trying to rep a big ace or maybe a straight. His bet is designed to bluff Roble off a king, maybe. I don't think Daniel thinks he could get Roble to fold a big ace, though.
I was so crushed after that final. I could cry.
I'm going to walk out. If these guys are going to come here, waste my time, I'm going to walk out of the game. It's a joke. F***ing hell, he's thinking 20 minutes every f***ing hand he's playing. F***ing nit.
Here comes floorman Tom Keene.
All right, Andrew, we're going to go through the same thing.
You play online, it's like quick. 2 seconds, bang, bang, they're pressing buttons. They come here, they freeze up.
Daniel's done a good job of making this look like a value bet, so Andrew has a legit decision to make. He seems to be doing a good job of tuning Tony out.
He folds.
What? After all that, he finally threw it away. I mean, I had a 6, but...
Daniel shows the bluff.
You qualified.
I was so happy you called the clock, Tony. High five for the assist there, just in case.
I don't think he had anything, and he had to move in himself.
While in recent years, Daniel has had a rivalry of his own with Eric Seidel. Yes, it's 1 and 2 on the all-time money list. They were far from friends, but frequently shared a table in super high rollers, and Daniel seemed to always get the better of his rival.
Eric and I are very different people. He's very quiet, I'm not. There's not much in terms of camaraderie or words said between us.
And let's not forget this 2-outer from the EPT8 Grand Final. Blinds are up to 10 and 20,000 with a 3,000 ante. Pocket 10s for Daniel Negreanu. Wow, what's that, 4x raise?
More than.
84? Ready? Holy misclicks.
The small baller accidentally decided to play with a bigger ball. Yep.
Eric Seidel with pocket kings will 3-bet to 210,000.
Gotta wonder if Daniel might think Eric's 3-betting because Daniel had that little freak out.
Come on.
Whoops.
Ay-ya.
Seidel obviously calls.
Your misclick got me.
Oh, sick. Sick. That's kind of sick if you stick with tens too.
I know, right? Then I had to then it forced me to
Wow.
get a little crazier.
Yeah, because
Really surprised to see the shove there. Daniel almost always just calls in spots like that.
you're gonna hit a 10.
So, be good.
Seidel is the player at risk, but Negreanu is a huge underdog here. Even bigger dog now.
Really bad flop for Daniel. Can't even hit any running cards to save himself. He's still got the same 2 outs he started with, just 3 less chances to hit one.
Now just 1 chance, just 5%.
Sometimes that shove will make Daniel look like a genius. This time, not so much.
Seidel set for the double up, a 10 on the river!
You were right, thanks, Tobias. I run good. I got him covered.
Gross.
All right, good luck, everyone.
Eric Seidel sent to the rail in horrific fashion.
I thought you were right, too, but then it started to look scary.
Daniel busted him in the PCA super high roller also. Brutal.
Oh, that was fun.
From understated animosity to a more tumultuous tangling. The skirmish at number 3 occurred at the 2015 PCA, where Maurice Hawkins felt slighted by Sham Srinivasan, and things escalated quickly. Sham adds 63k to his stack. And seems happy about it.
Have you ever seen a man get that much value out of second pair with no kicker?
Is this where you like do a backdoor comment because you want to be the coolest guy at the table?
Nah.
You already snicker after every damn hand I play. I don't say anything because I care less, but
Don't take anything personally.
that's personal when you win a pot and you say, you ever seen somebody get value out of the second pair and fed flags? You're the greatest, buddy. Hold on, let me get your signature.
All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and play ourselves some poker.
I
Yeah,
concur.
that's what we need to do and stop commentating like you. Hey, they got a mic back there somewhere.
I've got one.
Give him the mic, Richard. He can commentate himself. He's the greatest. How about you just make your money and keep your mouth shut?
Let's not drag Richard into this.
Get your ego involved. Why don't you get that? Because you already got a big ego.
This is great.
Queen Jack against King Jack. Maurice is raised.
I hope they're not done.
Ego in poker, ego broke. Yeah, I can say whatever I want. Trust me. I play poker every day. Ego in poker, ego broke.
There's a 3-bet from Sham.
And you really don't need to 3-bet a hand that plays this well post-flop. Definitely some chatterbox play at work here.
How much more is it?
Does it matter? You're calling.
Let's find out how much value you're gonna get out of your hand now, buddy.
Oh dear.
Smart ass comment. Check, buddy. Go ahead. Manipulate the situation.
Top pair for Maurice.
This is yes.
I checked. I did the check thing.
Unfortunately for Sham, a C-bet here is what he's supposed to do.
He does continue for 31,000.
All in.
Wow.
Can I get a count, please?
Ego in poker, ego broke.
Actually, not a bad shove.
You better learn how to play poker without ego, buddy. Your ass will go broke eventually. Win, lose, or draw. Be a man, play a man's game.
He doesn't speak for all of us, ladies.
I hope I win. And I promise you, I'm gonna be a man. I won't say nothing. I just drag the pot like a champ, because I'm a born champ.
Sham folds.
Ego in poker, ego broke.
We get it.
See how much value I got out of 10 high?
Well, some players prefer to let their chips do the talking. All their chips. At number 2, we find Vanessa Selbst and Dan Schack, both renowned for taking unconventional lines. Neither averse to taking risks. They can often be found playing big buy-in events and always seem to butt heads.
There's been a lot of drama.
I don't know, we just have a history of playing really big pots against each other. A couple of times recently, he's made some really big shoves.
I'm all in.
I know that I just had a good hand and called him. Call.
But obviously it was a cooler situation for her.
Is that real?
And I feel bad because, I consider her, if not the best in the game, one of the best in the game right now.
I hope you get him.
Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate it.
He's had my number and number of a couple major final tables.
The super high roller back at the PCA, I was second in chips, she was first. I honestly had a bad read, thought I had the best hand. All in.
And Schack shoves!
OMG ICM suicide.
The announcers said it was ICM suicide on my part because it was on the bubble.
He's not representing that many hands. I have a really strong hand. It just boils down to one of those situations where I'm just gonna call every time. I call.
Vanessa calls! And Dan Schack is at risk of bubbling the super high roller.
She made an amazing call, but I knew in any case I had a lot of outs, and I'm not afraid to take a risk.
It's a 10!
That was not supposed to happen.
Given how absurd it was, given the situation with all those tiny stacks, we shouldn't have been playing that big a pot at that stage of the tournament. I just lost like 2 million chips. I lost 2 million chips.
I obviously won the last 2 big confrontation hands with her, but over the years, she's probably has gotten the best of me way more than I've gotten the best of her.
And now Vanessa Selps can celebrate.
These just have been a couple high-profile hands in key situations.
Now, is anyone shocked that Tony G appears twice on this list?
You know it.
He's had his fair share of verbal brawls at the tables.
You come to my game and you're wasting my time.
None more impassioned than his squabble with a multi-bracelet winning man-child.
I love you. You're the best, Phil.
You guys are the
I have to
best.
clean you out every time I play with you. I love it. Oh, I'm going to butcher you so badly. I hope you got lots of rebuys.
You're the worst player at the table. You don't
I
even know
love
it.
to be the worst player.
It's the rivalry so entertaining, the big game built an entire episode around it. At number 1, Tony G versus Phil Hellmuth Jr.
All right, I opened for the pot.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked. Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in. 66.
Tony repots it with ace king.
All right. You slow down. You slow down a bit. You got to save the rest?
Not if he believes you haven't looked.
Wow, all that talking makes me think he's strong. I was for sure going to call before that.
15 on top, Tony.
He's saying he hasn't looked, though.
He most certainly looked. Did no one see him?
Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home, no, I haven't looked.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
Right.
Phil ships and Tony calls.
I did. All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
Wow.
What do you think, I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well,
it?
I asked you if you had looked or not.
Do you want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three
I mean,
times.
I always lose, so. You kind of deserve to lose the first
I
one.
do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, let's consider totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say you were
what
blind
happens on
when
this
you were
table in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
When do you
all
tell
the
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window
Well,
for you.
call the floorman. If you think my hand might be dead, then.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well,
it's
then
like
I'm
a
wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's
Why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil.
Well, as if you want 25,000 this bad, you can have it.
You have to
How
pay
many times
attention
are we
to the
dealing?
game, Phil. If you're a professional player, you would pay attention to me looking at my hand.
Karmically, he deserves to lose all 3. What a villain. I drink your milkshake.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop. King 9 tray.
Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now that it's not running once?
Turns a jack.
That's bad for me. I need that jack on the next round.
Yeah.
That's really bad
Well,
for me.
unless you get one now.
Yeah, unless I get
Means you
one
won't
now.
get any more. Win any more.
Terrible card for Phil. One less jack he can hit on the next run.
Give him the jack.
River, ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit. You know, Phil, for me, I just want to undersell my hand. I don't know if the way I do it any way I can because it's a heads-up pot. That's me. I'm sorry that that's
You just
me.
admitted it was
I'm
bad
sorry
etiquette.
if I
You want to
bullied you in the
retract?
pot. I'm sorry if I bullied you. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
don't want to bully you. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
I feel
Tony,
bad.
Look, no problem. Nice hand, man. I mean, you showed your true colors, which is bad for you here.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You
good.
really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
Well, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
Turn number 2, ace of clubs.
Phil's not even holding a club, so no flush draw can save him. He's looking for one of the 2 remaining jacks.
River, another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We might keep you in.
Flop number 3. Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs.
I have a good feeling about this one, but the math is just so strong against. How can I get there?
No, you'll get there.
How can I get there?
You will. You will.
It's just too.
Everyone wants you to get there.
Turn 7, no help to Phil.
Okay, the last 10. 3 10s. You can take insurance too.
Got another needle from Tony.
Our final river, Phil's gonna need a 10. It's a jack.
Whoa, you got there!
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No. Sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay, no problem.
But good game, man.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil.
And one of those two is now an elected representative of the people.
Get the hell out of here.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our countdown of ripping rivalries. Check out our other top 5s at pokerstars.tv.